How's she going? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Boys, oh boys, what a crazy week. I want to give an update on Nannie. Nannie is, she's coming along, progressing slowly right now. She's still in the hospital. And I have to say, as busy as the nurses and the docs are these days with everything going on, and we're starting to suffer, I think, a 7th wave of COVID here in Nova Scotia. So the hospitals are nuts. But poor Nannie, the attention and care she's getting in the hospital could be better, could be a lot better, but I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. But anyway, she is getting by, and I think she's making progress. But for now, she's still in the hospital, probably be there for, well, I originally said 12 weeks. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think maybe her convalescence will be 12 weeks, but she won't be spending 12 weeks in the hospital. We're glad to hear that news, but we're not really sure yet how long she's gonna be in the hospital, but she'll be there at least another week. So anyways, I also wanna say from the bottom of my heart, how grateful and touched both Nannie and I are for all the prayers, thoughts, well wishes that we've been receiving from all the YouTube community. It's just unbelievable. And I tell you what, when we're having a bad day, when things aren't going that great at the hospital, and poor Nannie is having some troubles, like that affects me to no end as well, because I'm so helpless. Like usually I spent my whole life fixing stuff, right? I was a maintenance electrician, and I spent my whole life fixing stuff. And there's stuff going on with Nannie now that I can't fix, and I can't even help. And it's just so frustrating. And that's just for me. Poor Nannie's laying there in the hospital with all this stuff going on too, and it's, you know, it's starting to wear on both of us. But when we see these comments, when we see the prayers that are being offered, when we see the thoughts, when we see the well wishes coming in, it just fills us up, you know, and comforts us so much. So I sure appreciate all the attention and the thought that you're giving towards Nannie and for her to get well. So thanks very much for that. Please keep it up. We're not quite through this hurdle in the road yet, but you know, we're getting our ducks in a row, and we're going to beat it. We're going to beat it for sure. So thank you for that. Please continue to do that. And Nannie will be better for sure. She'll be back home, like I say, sooner rather than later. That's my guess right now, but time will tell. Rest and you know, relaxation, I think, if she can relax. Poor Nannie. Anyway, so in the meantime, you know, I go to the hospital, visit her every day, but I can only be there for so long, and then I spend the rest of the day home here, kind of pacing back and forth, wondering how she's making out. What can I do? You know, So I thought, in order to sort of ease my nerves a little bit, I'd make a YouTube video. So here I am making a YouTube video, and this YouTube video is about the wood stove we have in the camp. Some time ago, I think last spring, Nannie and I decided that we would get rid of the wood stove. It's just getting too hard to look after. I'm getting old. It was hard getting the wood in. It was hard getting wood. Then I had to split it, cut it and split it, and stack it and pile it and move it, and da-da-da. Anybody has a wood stove knows the work's involved with the wood stove. And then cleaning the stove, cleaning the ashes, cleaning the flue, cleaning the camp. You know, wood stoves are kind of dirty. Although I love a wood stove. The heat is so nice. It's so comfortable and cozy when you're sitting there in the camp, especially in the winter. You look out the window and it's storming, and you're sitting there by the nice fire. Oh, it's so nice. But anyway, it was time for her to move on, so we did. And we ended up getting a propane heating stove to replace the wood stove. Here in Nova Scotia, natural gas is not a thing, so we go with propane here. So we have our propane stove. We've got some propane supply now that's at the camp here, and we should be good to go through the winter. But I want to take you in and show you first of all, the old stove, and then we'll have a look at the new stove. So come on right along. Hey, sticker time again at Grampie's Workshop. Boys, oh boys. It comes around pretty often, and I'm happy for that, because look at all the nice stickers I have on my wall here. Every one of these channels are great. I wish you'd go check them out. And this week I got a letter all the way from Italy. Wow, Italy. Couldn't believe that. It came from Alberto at AB Shop. Check that. Nice sticker, eh? Alberto Biggio in Italy. He has a little bit of a machine shop there. I just started watching Alberto about a month ago, and what I like about Alberto is he's got a tiny little shop, but he makes great use of it. You know, the stuff that he can do in that little shop of his amazes me. And the other thing I like about Alberto is if he's working in the shop and he needs a part or a piece, he machines it. And he makes the part that he needs. How great is that? I wish I had a milling machine or a metal lathe. Boys, oh boys, it'd be something nice. But I don't think I'll get that. I'm beyond that part now. Anyways, Alberto sent me this little note. He says, Kaio Mike. Kaio, I think that's how you say it. He says, Kaio Mike, I am really proud to send you my stickers. I looked where you are on Google Maps, and I must say, it's a wonderful place. The green of the grass and the trees is quite different from that of Italy. Greetings from Italy, Alberto. How'd it go? Thanks a lot, Alberto. Very nice little note. And I'm going to put Alberto's sticker up. I think I'm going to put him right here under Luke. So we're going to get Alberto's sticker posted here. Get the back peeled off it. Hey, that's nice. It comes off in 2 pieces. Makes it easy. Okay. AB Shop. Alberto has a nice channel there, folks. He's just getting started up. If you wouldn't mind, go check him out. If you're interested in machining and machine shop practices, that's the channel to go to. Alberto at AB Shop. Tell him Grampie sent you. So here's the old stove. I don't have the mantle up there, but that's the old wood stove right there. We used to, on the right hand side there, I had a little rack for holding wood, and on the left hand side I had a bucket for holding all the tools for cleaning out and stoking the fire and whatnot. And they were always messy. The wood always made a mess in the camp. And although we loved the stove, it is messy. Alright, so there's the new stove. And that's how they fixed up the flue. Just put a cap on it, seal it off good. It was going to be too much money to remove the flue and fix the ceiling and everything, so we just capped it like that. It'll be alright. So the propane stove, it's an Enviro. It's made by Enviro, E-N-V-I-R-O, Enviro, and the model is a Westport steel model. Enviro Westport. I have a mantle that I need to put across here yet. The old mantle that was above the old stove. You'll see there's marks right here. So I have to figure out a way to make those disappear. Then we can put our mantle up here again. But that's the stove. It's they call it direct vent. So it's a flue with an internal smoke pipe and an external passageway for air. So it draws the air in from the outside for combustion. And the stove itself, propane, it runs off of propane. It's not nearly as big as the wood stove we had, so it sits back on the hearth some. But I don't think that's a problem. I think that's nice, kind of gives you some room to sit in front of the stove now if you wanted to, which is a plus. So we've got 2 400-pound bottles of propane. Hopefully that'll last us for a while. I hope it'll last all winter, but we're not sure yet. We'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, let's check out the remote. Alright, so there's the remote. Not a bad looking rig. Kind of some weight to it too. The remote, I'm not really good at using it just yet, but when you push the power on button, that should turn on the stove. Let's see what happens. Well, first you push the button once to turn on the remote, and then you push it again and you have to wait for the stove to beep. And then you can hear the igniter going, and then it lights up. Now, there's no pilot light in this. It shuts off, so every time you start it, it opens the gas valve and then ignites the gas. So, good that way, I guess. So right now I have the flame set on low. Let's see if using the remote I can make it go to high. So you push the menu button down here, and then you use the up-down arrows, and I'm going to scroll down here till it says flame. Then I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to move this up to high, and then I'll select that, and when the stove clicks, then you can see eventually the flame will come up some. Kind of hard to see it right there. It comes up quite slow. Anyway, it's growing a little bit, and that's about, I guess right there, that's about as high as it'll get. That doesn't look too bad. You know, those are artificial logs that are in the stove. I don't know how well you can see them. But there's artificial logs in there, and the flame looks really, really natural. I like it. But anyway, then I also have a fan on this. So if I push the menu button again, and then if I scroll down till I find fan, right there, and then if I select that, then I can turn the fan on. There's 3 speeds for the fan. So I'll set the fan on high, and then I'll push select. And there you can hear the fan coming on. So, because it's kind of a hot day here, I'm not going to leave the fan on for very long, or the stove. I just wanted to show you. So there's fan. I'm going to select the fan. I'm going to turn the fan off. There you go. Now, one other thing I noticed on this, if you push the power button again, it'll shut the flame off. But when the fan is running, the fan will continue to run for 12 minutes before it shuts off. But it will eventually shut off, so that's good. So I'm thinking we're going to be happy with the stove. It was sad, I must say, to get rid of the wood. Although wood was a lot of work and kind of dirty. It's really nice to have wood. It's kind of a romantic thing, you know, having wood and a romantic attachment to it. Cozy. I like wood heat. It's really nice. But there was a lot of work, like I say, getting the wood prepared, getting it split, buying it now. It's getting expensive, but everything is. And then hauling it in, like I had to take wood in 2 or 3 times a week. So, but I only fill the wood box about once every 2 weeks, so that wasn't so bad. But anyway, I think the propane is going to be nice. As long as it gives off the heat as well as the other wood stove did, then we'll be all okay. But anyway, I hope you like our new propane stove.